So today I'm going to talk about how you're probably practicing too fast and too slow. What I mean by this is we oftentimes think that we should be practicing something at a set speed. But the best way to retain something is to practice it slow enough to actually develop correct muscle memory, and then fast enough to gain the correct context and speed as we're playing it. So let me explain. I'm going to use a riff from a song called Body Surfing. If you'd like to check out a tutorial I did of this song, it's linked down below. But the melody of it sounds something like this. It's got this really cool vibe, right? But it's pretty fast. And when you're first learning how to play, it can be very difficult to get comfortable with this melody. And so what people do is they try to play it as slow as they can, as fast as they can. And what I mean by that is they sit there and they play it just at the brink of where they're giving up. You know, just slow enough to start to develop, but just fast enough to be a little bit more fun, right? And that's a problem because it doesn't really give you an opportunity to get the correct feeling with the muscle memory as you're learning the actual mechanics with your fingers. So what I find is really helpful is when you're first learning something, play your slow practice much, much, much slower. Play each note so methodically that you have time to think about whatever that next note is and play it just so slow. Now, the problem with this is that as I'm playing it, it doesn't really sound like the song, does it? It doesn't really sound like much of anything other than just plunking on an ukulele. And that's because the perspective is all warped. To really make something sound good on a musical instrument, you need to add speed. It's kind of like baking a cake and never putting it in the oven, right? You don't really get to enjoy the fruits of your labor if you don't bake the cake. But at the same time, if you rush the process of creating the cake, after baking, it's not going to be so great either. So practice really slow to develop those muscle memory keys and make sure that you know exactly where to move. And then practice faster. Practice faster than you might normally play to try to make sure that you're playing it at speed to gain that right perspective. Just like a baker putting a cake in the oven, it doesn't work very well if you cook the cake at 250 degrees. I don't know much about baking. I assume it doesn't work very well. It's really important to make sure you're baking at the correct temperature so that it gets the correct amount of cooking and baking and you get a really good cake at the end of it. So with an exercise like this, after you've practiced it slow, let's say maybe 5 or 10 times, really slow, then try doing it at speed. Practice playing faster. It's very likely you're going to make a mistake. In fact, I just made a little mistake there. I didn't quite hit that note right. So what I can do is I can go back and practice it slow. Painfully slow. I call it breakneck speed because you want to break your neck, it's so slow. But what this is doing is building the correct muscle memory so that when you do practice faster, you're able to actually have your fingers in the right place at the right time. And then you get your So what I want you to do is I want you to practice slow, slower, and I want you to practice fast, faster. If you're going to do one of the two speeds, make sure you really commit to it so that you can get all those ingredients ready and correctly bake the cake as well. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions with it, leave it down in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time.